Okay, here we go. Welcome back to some more Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Hope you're all doing well, having a great day, that you had a great week, and had a great Christmas if you celebrate that. So we're back here where we left off, finishing Rift Station. All the NPCs are gone, kill the guards. Male Shepard, Infiltrator, Paragon, and romancing Ashley. And it's Mass Effect 1, just to be clear. Just something that's really funny for me is they're locked in the door there. If you go down here where you helped with the people that was sick, they're all gone. Even they've been evacuated. I just think that's funny. Okay, let's see the map here. Okay, so I'm going through here where the quarantine lab is. You can also go through there where the security door is and up with that elevator. I have cleared out the guards there as well. But I'm taking this one because it's got some extra XP, I think. Silent elevator ride again. No one's got anything to say? And he's also gone now. It's kind of funny that this thing is closed, but I did get it. So there is one enemy this way, Rachni. That's a little bit of extra XP and gear. I don't know if they actually dropped gear.
That's
Nope.
the last of them.
Journal. So then here's the secure locker. We want to see it's over here on the map. Now you can immediately go to the labs, but before you do that, go to where this elevator to the restricted area is, and then just grab these two things. So if you see, this is the lift. That's where you come up if you go through the security area.
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Look at that renegade one. Whatever. That's not why Liara's here.
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told him about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
Once again, that renegade, you can't take me. That's a little bit arrogant, Shepard. She's a matriarch.
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
I now realize I should have been stricter with her.
Okay, so on the one hand, I don't really understand what is the use of her freezing you like that. It is impressive, but you're immediately unfrozen after the scene. Okay, so this is like a 3 or 4 phase. Concentrate on the units. She's there behind the barrier, so you can't do anything to her. Now we've got some give with them. I just wish these powers wouldn't take so long to... Oh, I've got barrier. Yay! Nice, this is going pretty well. So as you see there at the bottom of my radar, there's Benezia's power level, her shield. Nice. Why is this one not on my radar? Oh, these 2. 3. This is interesting. Especially in the first Mass Effect, make sure it's on them. And just more. As you see, she is losing power. You can see she's getting a little bit drained from it. I love how they're all just flying around. Oh, this is not good. Rex just like one shot at him. Slammed him with his fist or something.
This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
Okay, so you can say your troops are sloppy. What is Saren planning? What Saren's planning is you more or less get the same. I think you'll come to the same conversation with either one of these two. And the Rachni aren't listening to her.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
I sealed a part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him. It will not last long.
So you could turn on me again?
Yes, but it would not be my will, Shepard. People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
See, like it's there, she explains, like it sounds like if you would have asked why Saren is doing it or how, it would have came to the same answer.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
That part about sitting at his feet sounds disturbing.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago, a star nearby went supernova. The shockwave propelled the relay out of its system, but did not damage it. Its precise vector and speed are impossible to determine. As millennia passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
Someone on Noveria found it?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
Why does Saren need the Mu relay?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit. I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant to his cause.
How did the Rachni find it?
They searched, patiently. They are territorial creatures, driven to close any possible way into their systems.
You can still make it right. Give me the information.
I was not myself, but I should have been stronger. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's coordinates is not enough. Do you know where he planned to go from there?
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop me. I can't. His teeth are at my ear. Fingers on my spine. You should. Oh, you should.
Mother! Don't leave! Fight him!
You've always made me proud, Liara. Die!
Okay, so as you can see, now Silent's got control of her again, and we need to fight her.
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Treacherous words. You all there?
Hold on. We've got Benezia. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely myself. I never will be again.
Mother!
Good night, little wing. I will see you again with the dawn. No light. They always said there would be a...
Well, that's kind of sad. So like you see, there's a lot of conversation with Liara, but on the other hand, you bring her here and she has to fight her mother and more or less kill her, be there when she dies. One thing that I don't understand about indoctrination is why will she never be able to be herself again? Like if we defeat Saren and Sovereign, his flagship, why do we not then, why can she not get indoctrinated? Also, I don't like that line there at the end where it implies that they were told there was a light and she doesn't see it when she dies. Okay, and we are not done yet. I have to decide what to do with this.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Why aren't you dead? I have to admit, that is something that's very freaky, is how she uses the dead Asari to talk with. It's weird.
Musics? What?
Your way of communicating is strange. Flat. It does not color the air. When we speak, one moves all.
This is going to be a fun conversation.
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the springs, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. You are not in harmony with those who hoped to control us. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
There are acid tanks rigged up on that thing. Set them off. Millions of my ancestors died to put these things down. Don't let them come back.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
Okay, so if you do the hot labs like I did, you actually get this conversation. If you do them before going to Benezia, you get this Rachna in the hot labs. Your plan, your survival.
You could have calmed them if I hadn't set off the purge?
No, our minds are not as yours. We can only learn to sing in harmony. Without a mother, children are lost to silence. You should not sing of them in gray and violet. We would have stilled them ourselves.
I have to admit, this conversation, it's kind of weird and difficult to follow, especially the first time, to understand what they're saying and what they mean.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
Okay, so like I've said in some of my videos, I never played Mass Effect 1. I started with Mass Effect 2 and 3 on the PlayStation 3. And in there, you actually, especially with the originals, you didn't have this comic that you start with. So when you start number 2 and 3, so the Rachna Queen is decided as dead as part of the story. So you can't decide if you save her or not. And from what I've experienced in those two games, when I got here the first time, I was fully convinced I'm going to kill the Rachni Queen. But then, as I listened and learned more about it, I actually decided that I want to save her.
I won't destroy your entire race. You'll go free.
Are you stupid? Your people didn't fight these bastards, so maybe you don't get it.
And as you can see, Rex is understandably not very happy with me. But I like it. Are you stupid? You can choose, after he said that, you can choose your right, she dies. But I'm going to choose, like you see, you can say that she's done nothing. There could be a powerful ally. I won't commit genocide.
Are we any better if we kill them all?
Do what you want. My people will clean up this mess later, just like we did for the Solarians.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing of your forgiveness to our children.
Great. Bugs are writing songs about you. Mark my words, you'll regret this.
I love that. Great bugs are writing songs about you. It's too bad talking with him doesn't have any conversation about this, just like once again that scold things. Okay, so as you see, this is kind of like a point of no return. You can't go back through where you went. You see here, you can't go back through here and to there or there. You can only go out here. Just grab the equipment. Codex.
Faster. Sovereign is the flagship of the rogue Spectre's Saren. An enormous dreadnought larger than any other ship in any known fleet, it is crewed with both Geth and Krogan. At 2 kilometers long, its spinal-mounted main gun is likely capable of penetrating another dreadnought's kinetic barriers with a single shot. How Saren acquired this incredible warship is unknown. The prevailing opinion is that Sovereign is a Geth construct, while others believe it is a Prothean relic. Its design, however, hints at a more alien and mysterious origin. The attack on Eden Prime demonstrated Sovereign's ability to generate mass effect fields powerful enough to land on a planetary surface. This implies it has a massive Element Zero core and the ability to generate staggering amounts of power.
Okay, cool. Some information there. Completed. And just save. In the original, there are 3 chests in this area, but they have been taken out in the Legendary Edition. Okay, so as you see is you can still get to the hot labs, so that's why you can leave the hot labs till last if you want. But this place gets locked off, so this is why I did it in the direction I did, where I cleared the quarantine, then I went to Benezia, made sure I had everything I want from the NPCs, and sorry, no, I went to the hot labs then. Clear the hot labs, and then the NPCs disappeared, but the guards were still here. So when I say NPCs, I mean like the shopkeeper and the quest givers, not the guards. But they were hostile, but it made more sense because you learned they were working for Benezia. Whereas if you just activate like the restricted area where the drones are and the cameras, then the guards turn on you, but you've got no idea why. You just shoot them. So that makes more sense for me. And then like I says, if you do the hot labs before killing Benezia or fighting her, then you can actually still go back in there. So it just makes more sense for me. And then if you've done the hot labs and everything and finished with Benezia, you can just go to the tram.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
There's no point.
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
Enough! I'm still in charge here.
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
This is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
Should I guess?
This queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
The reason why I always choose yes when you Joker asks that, in a playthrough I did choose no and I couldn't activate this, so I don't know if you can send it to them then, if you missed that conversation or what. So I just choose yes and talk to them afterwards. Okay, so this is probably going to be a part of chat with the Normandy crew. Like I said, I plan on making this separate if I can, but this video is short enough and it is right after. And I'm probably not going to talk to Tali, Garrus and Rex.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I say Joker's hilarious. I love him. They gave him such good lines.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Oh, I did find out if you go talk to Liara first, that part where Ashley says Scuttlebug says, like the gossip says that you're interested in Liara. If you talk to Liara first and tell her you're just interested in being friends, then you skip that whole conversation with Ashley. So it might be better to do it that way around if you want. Remember, your locker's open now, or not open, but full to grab stuff. Let's go talk to Caden.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezia anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record? If we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
That is an interesting way to look at it. Like, he's correct, so that's interesting.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on. I mean, there are reports to file, on the Rachni and on Annaleus.
Yes, I'm too busy to talk. Probably, screw it.
The paperwork will keep. Something on your mind?
I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Smug aliens. We'll show them.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
Okay, so that's the general that he talked to in the previous time we talked to him in the Normandy debriefing video. He was just an ass.
I'd think you'd carry a grudge over the crap you took from Vernus.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. But it was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
At least you got it. What happened?
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana. Broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. But at 17, that's something.
Good for Kaden, and I have to admit I probably would have done the same. Like, breaking her arm just because she didn't want to use her biotics to get a glass of water. That is ridiculous.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I lost control. I killed him, Shepard. Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
Do you?
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
Okay, we've got a codex as well. How do we get Solarian biology from that? Anyways, you can pause and read. Yeah, see, there's nothing. I would have thought it more Turian or something. Well, I'm not going to argue with it. Okay, let's go see what Liara's got to say. I'm more inclined to talk now to Liara because, like I say, they made it that it's very easy to romance her without even trying.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
She did. Forget about her.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
Look at these choices.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
I like talking with you, Liara. no matter what the subject.
Then let us talk about you. Are you okay?
I'm not sleeping well. The visions keep me up at night.
I wish there was something I could do to help you. You need to be at your best, Commander. The crew relies on you for leadership. It can be a heavy burden.
But see, like I mean, it's like just the Paragon options is very like friendly and intimate.
I can handle the responsibility of command. But if I don't stop Saren, the entire galaxy gets wiped out.
I'm sorry, Commander. The last thing you need is someone constantly reminding you of how grim things are. Is there anything else you would rather talk about?
I just want to see if this Benezia thing, there's something different about it now, or if it's just what we just heard.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
Benezia was swept up in events beyond her control and lost herself. She fell under the spell of indoctrination and became part of the very thing she wanted to stop. But I will remember and honor how she lived, not how she died. My mother was strong, kind, and beautiful, and now she is gone.
Are you going to be okay?
You are kind to ask, Shepard. I do miss her, and I grieve for what happened to her. But I will not let my grief interfere with what we are trying to accomplish.
Okay, that is cool. That it's actually different. Awesome.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Okay, and then lastly, Ashley.
Hey, Skipper. Any interest in a small drink? It's a special occasion.
That's contraband. Non-alcoholic? Sure. But I'm gonna ask the occasion.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the First Contact War ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
So now we find out what's really going on. If you remember, in like I think one of the first conversations we had with her, she was talking, and through the others, she was talking about how she's only been on planet side, and Shepard said she should have been like part of the fleet. She shouldn't have been actually held back or a higher rank than she is. And also her father only got to a certain rank, and when Ashley actually managed to get to Gunnery Chief, the first thing he did was salute her, and he was very proud of her.
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserved better than that.
So yeah, that is like really, that sucks. Yeah, I want to see if this How Can I Help progresses the story, or if I can go to investigate as well. Okay, there might be a weird cut here. I saw or wanted to see if you say How Can I Help, but that progresses the story, so do the investigation first.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of them.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
See, I'm sorry. It's like, what should he have done? Should he have just like held out, let the planet get destroyed, let all the civilians die? I don't understand why they are treating him like they are, just because he surrendered. In that situation, in my opinion, that was the right thing to do. The only thing to do. Otherwise, just kill civilians and not care about other people and stuff. I really don't understand why they like brought him back in irons and treat her grandfather so badly.
I should have figured this out myself. I don't know how I can help you, though.
Look at who I am, Shepard. Do you ever hear me ask for help? It's not that bad things don't happen to me. If you stay with me long enough, maybe I'll tell you about some of them. But I deal with them myself. I don't need a shoulder to cry on, a knight to rescue me, or a man to make me happy. This is who I am. I like her. And you better like her too. So, you still interested in me? Baggage and all?
I like a challenge. What about me? Of course.
Everyone comes with baggage, Ash. The trick is finding a matched set.
That's awful. Tell me you got that out of a fortune cookie. But hey, once we save the galaxy, maybe the Alliance will get its act together. Start acting like an actual government.
Commence the saving. The Alliance is alright.
The Alliance isn't perfect, but it does well enough.
Have to disagree with you there, Skipper. Giving aliens the run of our most advanced ship? Kowtowing to the Council?
I kowtow. It's temporary. It's not like that.
The Alliance should be able to stand on its own. We can't. Yet. Why not learn from the races who've been standing for the last 1,000 years?
How can you say that, given everything we've seen out here? They're already acting like Saren is our problem, already sticking us on the bear. The Council races will always think of themselves first. It's human nature. We can't afford to trust them, not if the survival of humanity is on the line.
Let's put a pin in this. I've heard enough. Look at that renegade one. You're not wrong.
Ash, you believe in God, an infallible, all-knowing creator with a plan for the universe. You think the diversity of views in the galaxy wasn't part of that?
I don't know what God intends, Shepard. I don't think humans have some divine mandate, if that's what you mean. I don't think we're superior.
Humans are aggressive. We think fast, we move fast. Wars have started because of our need for constant progress. The Council can balance that.
Well, that's... Huh. Guess I never thought of it that way. All big picture, I mean. It doesn't make what happened to Granddad any better, though.
And I agree. What happened to grandfather is not correct. Stay on the Normandy. The Council didn't do that.
What happened to your grandfather shouldn't have happened.
Well, at least somebody knows that. And a Star of Terror recipient, no less. Granddad must love that. I have a feeling things will come to a head soon. But don't worry, Shepard. I'll protect you.
My hero! Again, and how are we doing is about the mission again.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. If you haven't talked to Dr. Tassoni, you probably should. She just lost her mom. That has to hurt. Just saying, Skipper.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Okay, we've got a codex again. Okay, planetary assault. So you're going to just pause and read again. Okay. So that is going to be it for this video. I had a lot of fun. It's sad but interesting. There's a lot that happened, a lot of conversation, a lot of information. I hope you had fun, hope you're enjoying. I'll sell up stuff off screen, and then I think we're going to do the Garrus and Rex mission, or try next video. So be well, have a great day, have a great weekend, have fun with friends, family, relax, do whatever you want, and see you in the next video.